Hey everybody, just putting up our pin. Hey, how you doing? There we go. Hey, we want to talk to you some point soon too. Get in touch, all right? How's everybody going today? I was about to say, happy Friday, but I think it's Tuesday, and I honestly have no idea. I think it's because Black Food Friday is just waved hello. Um, yeah, seriously, I totally forgot what day of the week it was. Um, yeah, yeah, it's crazy. How's everything going in your neck of the woods? We're waiting for Lauren right now, so chime in. Tell me what's going on. Nothing. I get nothing from you guys. Come on, talk to me. Well, then I will give you guys an update. Just let you know again what we're doing every day. Every day, sort of for now, weekdays. We are talking to folks in the community. It's my doorbell. Uh, this is my life. That is a margarita delivery. That's doing it right. um, hey Therese. Hey Chef Cat. Um, Nap time's a good idea too. I wish I could plant. E was talking about she just started planting, and I we have no outdoor space. It's really depressing. I mean, the planting sounds like it would be cool, but really, all I really want now is what I would love is a grill. Um, yes, there's a lag, but my in my neighborhood, we've got a Sunset Botanica. I believe they're just at Sunset Botanica, and they are a Dominican place in the neighborhood, and they've been doing margaritas, and they're doing a special deal for Cinco de Mayo coming up. It's an ancient Dominican holiday after all, and they're doing 2-for-1 margaritas or some deal on margaritas. So I've got. Oh, hey, here we go. Um, we've got. I think we decided on mango um, and coconut. We were on the fence because I almost got tamarind, which I think would be delicious, but that'll be next time, probably next week. So we have two big things of hey Latifa, um, two big things of margaritas here for happy hour, which will happen exactly when this is all over. In any case, Lauren, did you want to do this from the MiNO account? Yes. Okay. Cool. Um, One sec, guys. Yes. Yeah, doesn't it? Tamarind margarita sounds really cool.
Hi.
Hey, Lauren, how are you?
I'm good. I was trying to figure out, do I do it from from my personal or from MiNO? And I was
Up
like,
to you.
let's just, yeah, that's cool. No worries.
Okay,
Good to
cool.
see you.
Good to see you. How you been?
Hanging,
Yeah.
hanging strong.
Excellent. Good. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. Thanks so much
Um,
for the invitation. I appreciate it.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We want to, Colleen and I are both based in New York, and so, I feel like one of the things we want to do is make sure that we're checking in all over, right? So it's not
Yeah.
just a what's happening in the New York situation, but like what are people doing across the country and elsewhere. So I wanted to see how you're doing, how
Yeah.
Minno's doing,
Yeah.
your grads and your like community.
Yeah.
So just want to check in.
Yeah. Cool. No, I mean, I love what y'all are doing, and I mean, I love that y'all exist as an entity, period.
Right.
Because it does connect us, it does bring us all together. And our, Made New Orleans Foundation is about, chefs of color and people of color in the hospitality industry in New Orleans. But, um, we're made together by food and by,
Right.
working with our hands and by sharing resources, right? So,
Right.
yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, I feel like
It has.
going, kind of moving past the shock of it all.
Right.
That was sort of the first initial piece, and checked in with all of our alumni, our culinary scholarship recipients.
Right.
We had 2 recipients in New York,
Right.
Javante and Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle decided to come home, so
Right.
Javante's still there.
Oh, is he? I thought he headed home too. Okay.
No,
Okay.
he decided to stay. So, and we did. He shared with us a risotto recipe. We've been doing a lot of we're like, what can we do that's safe at home? Let's do some IG live, right? And
Right.
so we're able to compensate him for his time and cover groceries, and so that's been really great. And
awesome.
yeah, he's doing well. Kyle is here, so that's our connection to New York. And I think after the initial shock, it was like, all right, let's make sure all the alumni are cool.
Right.
How are they doing? A lot of people have been let go and were furloughed, and which is not easy. And trying to share resources if unemployment services were needed to apply for, or unemployment to apply for, any services around that. We're an organization to support people of color in this industry. So
actually, why don't we back up, because I feel like I sort of jumped into it and I didn't really give a proper intro. So you're Lauren Darnell of the Made in New Orleans Foundation, and you want to give a quick rundown of exactly what the foundation is and what it does?
Yeah, sure. So Made New Orleans Foundation, we are a 501c3 nonprofit based in New Orleans, affectionately called MiNO, MiNO. And we have 19 culinary scholarship recipients, so 17 graduates who are around in New Orleans. Some have moved away, but all are people of color, women and men working in the hospitality industry in some capacity. Currently, we had 2 recipients in New York, because we give away scholarship to culinary school to ICC. And then we have other programs, right? So one's called Build Your Business, so supporting food entrepreneurship and, food business for Black entrepreneurs. We also do community outreach, which is, sponsoring dinners and, chef instruction with our alumni, as well as supporting kids program and food writing for young kids as well. So.
Awesome. That's amazing. I love, we met, was it last year? It was just last summer, right?
It was.
Yeah.
Wait, when were you here? You were here.
I think, it was last summer in July.
Yeah.
I was there more recently during, for Resistance Served.
Yes.
But you were out of town.
Yeah.
But,
that's right.
But last summer I was down there with my mom and sister, and, got to meet up with you and met a whole bunch of folks. Finally met Tunde, and Zella, and just a whole bunch of amazing people. And I thank you again for putting that all together.
Yeah, I always like a good excuse to bring people together. So I was like, oh yeah, let's do this. Yeah, that was great. Yeah,
that was great. And so then when I was back in town recently, or I guess not recently anymore, it's hard to imagine that February was really just a couple months away.
It was, yeah.
But yeah, so did that, and
I met Colleen, because I met Colleen when I first went up right after. I went up to speak to International Culinary Center to just sort of firm up the partnership, and I reached out, and Colleen was amazing. Because Therese, I met Colleen through Therese. That's what it is. So yeah, that was just nothing but love. And I met Therese through Zella. So
nice.
Yes, 5 degrees.
And Colleen is who put us in touch. So full circle.
Full circle.
But yeah, so you're saying that you have a couple students who are currently in the program. Is ICC still doing classes? Or are they doing them online?
No, man, they shut it down they shut it down pretty early, right? So the last week of March, they were they kind of shut things down. Kyle and Javante were on their like last week of school before they start their externships. So they were able to turn in their finals. So that's good. They gave them some time with that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I met up with Javante
yeah, he told
a
me
couple months ago, like well before all of this happened. But
yeah, thank
but
you.
yeah, he was telling me about his plans, and so I hope he's doing all right. And
yeah, he's brilliant. He's just like exponential growth. Both of them are really. Yeah.
That's good. That's
so,
good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad they're both doing all right, and I hope when this is over, we get to catch up with them again.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember he was telling me a little bit about the externship as it was sort of in progress, in planning, but I don't know where any of that stands now. But
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's really I would say adapt, but you're just adapting as things are happening, right? So,
right, exactly. That's all any of us are doing, right?
Yeah, very true. Very true.
And so you were saying you were putting on some programming for the with the community, and you've had cooking classes and IG lives like this. So I think Kyle was on earlier.
Yeah, Kyle killed it. He did a great job. So
Awesome.
Our food system is where we're sourcing our produce and our food from, and so Top Box is a program you can purchase a box of food, and so Kyle worked for them before, and so we wanted to support them, so he grabbed a surf and turf. So he did a ribeye and some shrimp, and some fingerling potatoes and asparagus, and every time we do a cooking demo, it looks so good.
Yeah,
but it's just also just the visibility, right? To see a chef doing his thing and in a kitchen and sharing his love for food is just kind of nourishing to the spirit, So
right.
But
very cool. And you have a whole set of programs you guys are doing too, right? Kind of a regular schedule.
Yeah, I mean it was started off as an idea, and it's kind of it's working. It gives us something to do. I mean, at first it was like community check-in. Let's just check in what you're doing, see how people are doing. And then it was like, all right, well, how do we get people to contribute, right? So that they can see our alumni contribute to what we're doing and to support. So we are able to cover cost of groceries as well as like pay the chefs for demoing. If they choose, some have donated their time as well.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's been good. I mean, I think that we're, people of color have been hit particularly hard with this. Yeah. And in New Orleans, not separate from too many other places, but New Orleans particularly, a lot of Black and brown people who work in the hospitality industry. So
of course.
We didn't we wanted to take our time to figure out what's our next move. How can we be the most supportive and most impactful? And so we have something in the pipeline where we're working on. Our mission will always be to support people of color in the hospitality industry, period. So how do we do that? And how do we broaden our reach is where we are now. And so it feels good. I feel like I've got some light through the fog, it's like feeling real unclear and everyone know that people we work with are safe and they're okay. And so we can kind of make the move from there,
Right. Very good. Very good. Well, when you are ready to announce those things, let us know. Be sure to tag us. We'll share it out, let everyone know what's going on, and let us know how everybody can help.
Yeah, for sure. That would be great. Yeah, that would be so great. Would love that.
Excellent. So, what in the meantime, are there any particular upcoming programs or lives or anything that you want to give a plug to?
Sure, absolutely. So we decided to do a Wednesday like mindful meditation, some body mind integration. I'm a yoga instructor. I've done it for a very long time and wanted to share some sense of calm and ways to calm and connect. So we're going to be doing that on Wednesdays. That's new.
Cool.
And then we've got Thursday, so it's Jazz Fest time now, right? So
Right.
um, Chef Byron Bradley is going to be doing a Jazz Fest-esque dish.
Nice.
As you know, Leah Chase was his mentor, so
Right.
whenever he cooks, we're getting some direct history right there with us.
That's
And
awesome.
then Friday, Chef Cassidy, who's in New York,
Mm-hmm.
she
He's a
is
pastry chef, right?
yes, she's in Brooklyn, and she's going
Right.
to be doing I think a chocolate tart. She
Oh, awesome.
wanted to do a fancy dessert and show us how we can make it at home, nice and
Okay.
simple. So
That's awesome.
that's kind of cool. Yeah.
That's real cool.
We're laying off on our happy hour this week. My happy hour got turned the past two happy hours. I'm a mom,
Okay. All right.
and 4 o'clock is fun, but
Right.
then bedtime is a little too early. So
Gotcha. Okay.
we've been trying to highlight our Black bartenders as well, which has been really cool.
Right.
So
Awesome.
yeah,
That's great.
It's MiNO_New Orleans.
Right.
Also, there's links to donate on our page there too as well. So
Very cool.
yeah.
Very cool. Awesome.
What was this about the tamarind? Tell me about. I missed it.
Oh, so early on, as you were coming in, my doorbell rang, and it's because there's a shop in the neighborhood that is selling free delivery for margaritas.
What?
Yeah. And we're really excited because we here in New York have not been able to get like drinks to go ever before, and so this is all brand new to us, and so we may be losing their damn mind a little bit, but but it's pretty cool. So they have there's this shop, and the owner comes out and is doing some sort of deal. I think it's like 2 big mason jars full of margaritas for like $50 or something like that.
Man, that's that entrepreneurship. That's
exactly right.
Yeah,
So
that's wow.
He has this whole I think a half dozen flavors almost, and so we've had mango and passion fruit, and this time we were on the fence for a new flavor. We love mango, and we were on the fence about if we're gonna get 2, do we want to try, and we want to try something new. Do we want to try tamarind or coconut?
Right.
And we decided coconut. But
tamarind, it was coconut.
Yeah, but
I don't know, man. Tamarind may be very specific. Exactly. You gotta be a specific space for tamarind.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think I may want to try that next, but but yeah, I think the coconut will be really good. So
sweet.
That's what's going on. So what about in New Orleans? How are things? Like what's the on the ground life like?
I mean, I think that there's a lot of people who've come out to do community feed, right? Like where you're just feeding lots of people, which has been really great. So there's lots of community support. People have been opening up their spaces to feed other people and to make sure there's some type of give back and support. I think a lot of media has covered restaurant owners who are really struggling. Oftentimes it's not the whole story, and there are people who are affected that their story isn't being told. So I kind of take the local news with a grain of salt. While I appreciate the coverage, it's also I try to share out all of the Black-owned businesses down here, that need support, because there's a lot of Black-owned restaurants that need support too. Dookie Chase's was popping for the Thursday before Easter. There was like a line around the block, and they're starting to do some community feed too, right? So it's kind of like put your oxygen mask on first, and then make sure everyone else is okay. 2 of our alumni are doing a community feed on their own. They found a community center and a kitchen, and they're doing feeds on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which is amazing. We're going to be sponsoring feeding, and Son of a Saint is a program, and we're going to be, their young mentees are going to be feeding some elderly, and so we're sponsoring the food for that.
Awesome.
So, I mean, people are staying away from each other. I mean, people are definitely outside, that's for sure,
Right.
which is weird, but
Right.
people are outside and away from each other.
Well, that's good.
Our landscape is different from New York, as you know.
Right.
So we have a different type of situation. The governor yesterday said that they were going to be opening up patios on Friday. So if you have like a patio, I don't know. I haven't really done any more research on that, but
like home patios or like restaurants with patios?
No, like restaurant patios. So if you have an outdoor space, which there are plenty here, there are a lot.
Right, of course.
Then you can, I guess, serve. I'm not quite sure. Our governor said that they're not. We have until May 15th. So that's sort of what it looks like. I mean, I don't know. This is a long game. I feel like I'm down for the long game. This is a long game. So I'm not trying to really rush anything. But a lot of curbside delivery, a lot of curbside pickup, that's happening. A lot of people are offering different menus that you can order, family meals, that kind of thing. So a lot of donation as well as ability to purchase, like short menus, smaller menus. So as far as like drinks, I mean, our grocery stores have like full like liquor stores. So it's kind of that. I feel like people are definitely drinking. That's definitely the case. And neighborly spirit is up. People are helping out neighbors, and I have a neighbor who, she ordered some food. She had extra. She offered and said we needed any. Same here. A lot of people taking care of older folks, dropping off food. So I mean, despite the fact that the health, a lot of people are sick here. Yesterday was the first day where there was no death in 37 days. So.
Oh wow, you've gotten to that point. That's good. We're not anywhere close to that as far as I can tell here in New York. Wow, that's great. That's great. Okay, so you might be getting to that. So it's reasonable to be starting to talk about how reopening might happen. It's not like.
I think so. I mean, we're special down here, so there's a lot of porch activity. So, and again, I gotta, shout out to the entrepreneurs down here, selling fruit and, selling, I know Miss Linda was selling yakamine on the corner, we had one spot where you go pick up some yakamine, and
nice.
I think even Zella was selling plates of curry. So, I mean, everyone,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I there really is that spirit is definitely, happening. And good. Restaurant Depot, I don't know if people know this, but Restaurant Depot down here, which is a very, very large restaurant.
Oh, we've got it up here.
Okay. So you don't have to have a restaurant. You can go and shop there. So
some of the wholesalers here have been doing that. Baldor has been doing delivery, and I haven't ordered from them, but I know some folks who have, and they've got they've been, it's still been bulk. But they've been trying to do their pivot too. So that's good. That's good.
Well, we're just trying to figure out how to help, Dr. Conyers and I had a quick conversation. Mm-hmm. He ordered some food from the farmer, Ben Burkett, who I love, Mr. Burkett, and just how do we support our Black farmers, and just asking where can we, or how do we set up the infrastructure, because the supply is there. It might be real simple just to coordinate, the distribution of that produce. So I was really, happy to hear from him about it and support too. So, awesome. we're kind of, that makes you feel good too. When you get a sweet potato from the farm that was made, down the way. That makes you, we're connected anyway, but it just is extra meaningful.
That's awesome. That's really good.
Yeah.
Very cool. I want to see if anyone has questions. I've been seeing a lot of folks coming in and out, but I want to check to see if anyone's still there who wants to chime in. Nothing so far, but no, this sounds really good. Like I mentioned over email, I'd love to try to figure out a sort of larger conversation, or get some people together to do like a Zoom or something, to do like a city
Yeah.
session. And so let's talk about that, and maybe in a couple of weeks when things are in motion,
Yeah.
you can speak a little bit more on what MiNO is working on, and
Hmm.
then and also, you know, we can bring in some folks from other parts of hospitality, to talk about sort of the state of things and moving forward.
I would love to. I would. That would. Yeah, that would be excellent.
Cool.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Hashtag made together.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's good to talk to you. Good to see you.
Yeah. You too. You too. For
And,
sure.
and tag us in whatever you're posting about the upcoming programming you're going to be doing, the yoga, the cooking classes, and we're happy to share it out.
Okay. Sounds
All
good.
right.
I love that. That's perfect.
Cool. Excellent. All right. Good to see you.
You too. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye, y'all.